Welcome back to Sikastrength and welcome back to Sika and welcome back to Owen's training vlogs. The following session is something that is a nice little benchmark for me. So as many of you know, I abandoned weightlifting, or largely abandoned weightlifting, about 18 months ago. Restarted snatching in late February, and I was doing lots of snatching, really putting a lot of my best effort into snatching. No, currently clean and jerking because of my elbow owie, which is improving massively along with all my other mobility. But snatching is something that I've been working very, very hard at. Now, you might remember when I came back after not snatching for months, I snatched 120 for a double after, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks. So there was a lot of capacity there, obviously, after an 11-month strength phase and a lot of years of snatching before that. But we're looking for perfect snatching, not good enough. We're looking for the best snatching. So while I could do that 120 for a double, in this session here, you'll see me doing 7 sets of 3 on the snatch. And they went super. They were fantastic. I was really happy with those. I'm in such a rhythm. I was sweating. There were snots running down my nose. It was just one of those sweaty sessions. And in the squat after, it was so good. So I'm down a good few kilos in body weight. My mobility is improving from doing lots of mobility, but it's still not quite good enough. You'll see in that position, it looks better from the side, but looking at it from this angle, I'm still not quite in a good enough position with my lower back, and you can see that slightly affecting my shoulder position. Now, I was working really hard on just Wednesday gone with my physical therapist. He's a neuromuscular therapist. You've seen him on the vlogs before, where I didn't have enough lower back extension in the start position, and Anton has been on my back about it, so I don't have that capacity there. So obviously I brought it to my excellent physical therapist, and I'm sorry I didn't video it because it was a very interesting session. Worked a lot on hamstrings and glutes, and then we went in, and he has a barbell in his clinic, and we were forcing that extension. He was pushing against my hips, and then I extended as hard as I could, and I have a lot more room. So since this session, it's improved a lot, and that'll in turn improve my lower back position. So I had a lot of butt wink, but a kind of a reverse butt wink, which is very, very interesting, where as I was pulling, I was in a slightly rounded position off the floor, not in a good enough position. The more extended you are, the better you can use your legs as you pull and extend. But as I was pulling, I was getting that reverse butt wink, where I was moving into more lower extension with my lower back. So from there, I need that better position in the start position, and then I need to carry that through into the bottom position, because if my lower back is relaxing in the bottom position of the snatch, my shoulders are going to tend towards an internally rotated position. My chest is going to drop, and I'm not going to be in as good a position, and it already feels a lot better on the session after that PT session. So it was a big improvement, so I'm very happy with that. So I need to keep working on that. My hamstrings were disgusting. One of my hamstrings has always kind of bothered me, especially as I'm sprinting at the moment. So it's something that I need to really get on top of, and I'm very lucky to have access to a great therapist like that. Working obviously a lot on soft tissue work and external rotation, and I'm going to get some more specific videos for those because you guys really enjoy that hip extension, hip flexion video, and there's a lot more of stuff that we've learned ourselves, and we've picked up some great people over the years. So I want to make sure I bring that to you guys and show you what I'm actually doing and what actually improves your mobility. But one of the big things with mobility is it's a skill, and it has to be worked on continuously, non-stop, and I am working on it pretty much every day, soft tissue work every day, and it is improving, which I'm very grateful for, but I need a lot more work with that. For the first time ever, snatch pulls actually feel pretty light, so you can see 140 kilos here. I didn't video all of them, but I'm nearly matching the same volume of my working sets on snatch pulls, so it went up to 140, and these feel good. My back positions is better. You can watch my shoulders. They're a little bit prouder, and they're not moving as I'm pulling. Could be better still, but it is going in the right direction. You may remember I said to Anton, I was like, how often should I be doing pulls? He's like, every time you snatch. And I was like, you sure? So he was pretty sure. So snatch pulls every time. As you can see, they're taking precedent over squats for me because I don't need to worry about the squats so much. I need to maintain it, of course, but not absolutely kill myself, but I need to improve those snatch pulls. So we're on a mission with snatch pulls, super high volume on them all the time, always doing snatch pulls every session. And then if I do block snatches, I do block pulls. If I do pause snatches, I do pause snatch pulls, and I am hammering those. On the back squats then, you'll see worked up to 240, Worked up to 220 for sets of 4. Did some barefoot, just warming up. No belt. I've worn my belt in a couple of weeks. I don't really need it that much. To be honest, I didn't really need it on 300. I did 290 without a belt the first time. I did that pause squat with 250 without shoes, without belt, or without knee sleeves actually. And it's just something that is nice to have, and it definitely benefits at those heavier weights, but it's not crucial. And you'd find in your own training, you don't need them as much as you think you do. And that said, I did the first set without the belt or shoes at 220 for a set of 4, and then I was like, let me put on a pair of shoes, because the shoes are probably more beneficial than anything. And we can see a nice couple of sets at 220 for 4, so I'm very happy with how those are moving, considering full sessions, cutting body weight. I'm squatting literally 5 to 10% of the volume I was doing to get to 300, so those squats are moving really well. And I said if I can maintain about 270, I'll be within a good position to restart the training block and absolutely send it. If I want to send it on the back squat again, instead of starting a training block with barely doing 200, hopefully if I wanted to start another strength block, I'll be at 270 put pretty casually, which I'm very, very happy about. So good squats, good snatches, just a great session, a good benchmark to be messing with 100 kilos like that. So it's a nice little indicator for me that things are going the right direction, among other things. But still lots of things to improve on. So I hope you're enjoying these sessions. I hope you're enjoying all the new videos we're doing. So a big change in content strategy, or a more specific change from our point of view. I think you guys are enjoying that, so that's fantastic. So expect more of that. Remember, check out the Sika Strength app on iOS and Android. Free trial. Loads of weightlifting programs, loads of weightlifting specific programs, squatting program, pulling program, press program. Part 2 of the press will be out very, very soon. And some big stuff coming for the programming on everything on the app in the coming months. So keep an eye on it there, and you will be hopefully enticed, awed, and more importantly, you'll be progressing using it. So I hope you enjoyed today's training vlog. Radio Free Sikistan, over and out.